They say that Bitcoin controls the crypto market. And I guess there is some truth in that because when you see Bitcoin go up, you see other coins go up sometimes. And vice versa. When Bitcoin goes down, it brings everyone down with it. As the grandfather of the crypto world and the one that holds the most capital in the whole crypto space, it kind of makes sense. But today I want to show again how I think about how rich people can control their whole lives with the investments they make that we poor people have no chance. And this is only my opinion, and this is how I see things happening. And of course, you may disagree. If you remember in one of the last videos, we went through a scenario when a rich person buys Bitcoin compared to a poor person buying Bitcoin. And I shall give a quick reminder. If a rich person puts $50,000 to invest in Bitcoin at the current value of $77,000 per Bitcoin, that person will get 0.64 Bitcoin. If Bitcoin rises then to $150,000, that person would have a $47,000 profit. $47,000. This is big money for me, and this is how I think rich people even make more money. So let's look at what I prepared. And before I do that, let me just show you this quickly. I will be covering a scenario with Bitcoin and looking at 3 examples of different coins, the React Network, XRP, and Peak. Here's the scenario. A rich person invests $50,000 into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is $77,000 per coin. Bitcoin rises to $150,000 and he makes a profit of $47,000. What happens next? What do they do? With that money, they take $30,000 and splits it, putting $10,000 into XRP, $10,000 into the React Network, and $10,000 into Peak token. Right, so this is moving from Bitcoin to these tokens here, and these tokens will go up in price. And I imagine other rich people will also put money into these coins, and also other people will see these coins going up and get excited and also put money into these coins. What happens next? The rich person makes $18,000 profit from XRP, makes $90,000 profit from React Network, and makes $20,000 profit on the Peak token because they all went up. So from the React Network, that's a 10x increase. XRP made a 2.8x profit, and from the Peak token made a 3x profit. With that money, I believe these rich people will put that money back into Bitcoin. And what has happened? $47,000 profit plus the $90,000 profit from these 3 coins altogether makes $137,000 profit starting from the $50,000 investment originally done. You may ask yourself, why did he make more money from the React Network than from XRP? Why was that the case? And the answer is all about the market cap. If you see, the React network is a $7 million market cap, very small. And it's easier for 7 million to grow to 70 million. That's so much easier than 87 billion market cap, which is XRP, to get to 870 billion market cap. It can happen, but it's easier for this to move than for this to move. So it is a bit obvious that if you put the same amount of money into this token rather than this token, you'll make more money on this token. This is the ideal scenario, but in the real world, of course, things do not always work as we please because the React network may not move. It may stay still, may be stagnant, may not go anywhere for 6 months. So you're sitting there with your money just sitting there while XRP goes up. Who knows? But in this scenario, I'm just showing you how rich people make their money. As a poor person, I would say I have no chance. I cannot invest 50,000 or even 1,000 into Bitcoin. So what do? I think my starting point would be to go from this section here. I would probably invest my money into XRP and tokens like React Network based on its market cap and Peak token also based on market cap. And you will say that the Peak token will be safer than the React Network based on market cap. People will say that the safest investments are the ones with the larger market cap, which will make this the safest, XRP. Peak will be the second safest, and this one will be the riskiest. And that's how it goes. And I hope that makes sense, and I hope this is probably helpful. I'm not saying this is how it works. This is how I think things happen. Thank you for watching.